I do have that hooch. Sorry, that word really threw me off.
Traffic's backed up for several blocks. Before I realize what's going on, I'm stuck headlight to tailpipe in a slow stampede of cars, all heading inexorably toward a white-capped cordon. There's no way out but through.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely led into the tropes. I was like, because there was narrator dialogue and there was also some Gia dialogue, and I knew I wanted to separate those, but just a little. I did think, from a gaming perspective, as a gamer, I know narrators, if a narrator's talking a lot, they get annoying real fast, unless they're quite neutral to a degree. Like, you don't want them to be boring or plain, but also I knew the tone had to be something that you could listen to for a while, and then her speaking voice could have a bit more bite, a bit more character, a little bit more edge. And there was character art.
Okay.
There was character art for the audition. That's a big thing. She looked so cool. And collected. I loved her like waistcoat, and but she also looked very put together and like in control. So I think I kept her very contained and in charge of the situation as a result. Very clean cut, but also I think she had the scar, and that was visible. And I was like, oh, she's been in some situations, so I want her to have that sense. So yeah, I guess that sort of all came together to form that initial read. So I think for me, it was critical to be aware also of, because you can play Gia different ways. And so maintaining her voice, maintaining her core personality, but having times where she's a little bit more aggressive or she's a bit more of a pacifist, you know, depending on, it's a cool story, guys. It's really cool. I'm not just saying that. I really like the writing in this game. That's another reason why I prepped so much, because I actually really enjoyed reading ahead. It was like reading my weekly like zine or something. Sitting there like, like, what happens now? What's Gia up to today? So I had a great time doing that. But there was this hyper awareness of maintaining the core voice, but making sure that players who want to play her aggressively feel like she's given them that.
Yeah.
And characters who want to be like, there's also moments where she's a bit defeatist, and other times where she's really upbeat, like almost comically like, haha, whatever, like a little happy-go-lucky. Keeping the core of her, but making sure as a player, how you want to express her comes out and you feel rewarded for the choices you're making.
I know Aether better than anyone, and I know how to help with the wasting. A little. Anyway, please, just let me try. I don't think I'm at any risk.
If a whitecaps run off, we can always check the Undercity. A lot of runaways think the life of an Aether is easier than what they have up here.
Remember, act like a bloodthirsty sadist who wrecks everything around you. Basically, just be 8-shot.
I believe that stories are told through characters and relationships. And Needles is like, I feel like Needles' existence, like in the narrative, revolves around Gia. And the way that was set up in the audition in particular was essentially like this person who has been a rival, an ally, something more, but not necessarily something defined, has just walked back into your life for the first time that you haven't seen. And I just took that idea of just like being blindsided by something you did not expect and just went with that. Like a lot of the times with auditions, you don't expect to get it. So you just go, eh. And a lot of the times when I connect with a character, I go, okay, I see what you wrote. I see where you're going with this. Now I'm kind of just going to make a lot of it up, and I'm sorry. And that's what I did with Needles, was I was like, okay, now he's a smoker. And now he's really stressed out because this person has just walked into his life. And I just took that and ruminated on it for a while and then came back to the script. And it just felt like Needles fit at that point. I like to find a seed of truth that I can really dig into. So I find sides of myself in these characters that I do.
Okay.
I love video game characters because it's like, honestly, I feel like video games is probably the biggest opportunity where we can really paint as artists and display who these characters are. And I feel like a lot of that comes from our own, what you're actually going through yourself or what you've gone through in the past. And so that's my favorite. As far as, the range of Needles is, he sat really close in the pocket to me as far as like, Needles and a lot of characters I enjoy are very much the, what if you chose the wrong answer? Like when you're playing Fallout and it's not the right answer. It's like, what if you chose that one? And that's
Yeah.
how Needles felt to me, was like, yeah, he'd probably say that one just because he knows it's funny and it means he'd win.
Yeah.
So that was very much what I used to go with, or what I used to go with him.